in those early years, and we're talking here 1981, 1982, um, I'd go in and I'd volunteer on a Saturday and I would do, rectal swabs and penile swabs and whatnot for gonorrhea and whatnot. But we were also taught to do very brief physical assessment, feeling for swollen lymph nodes and whatnot. And I remember the Saturday that I went in, and the first client that I saw had just hugely swollen lymph nodes that I palpated. And I went ahead and did the screen, and I said, I think I want you to stay and talk to our physician today, because I'm feeling some things here that I think a physician ought to check out. And Wayne Dodge, who was our volunteer physician that day, after that, he became a sort of the HIV/AIDS specialist at Group Health. He was a resident in those days, but he was volunteering with us. And he came and saw this client with me, and he was so alarmed. He felt that this fellow might have Hodgkin's lymphoma. And so we basically walked him over to the emergency room at Group Health and to make sure that he could get an assessment. That was the first time that I had seen what we began to see more and more of at the Seattle Gay Clinic. Again, before AIDS had a name, before it was, identified as something that was specifically affecting the gay community. But more and more men were coming in with swollen lymph nodes or lymphadenopathy, which was often a very early indicator of AIDS infection. This was years before we had an HIV antibody test. This was years before we knew the word HIV. It was called gay cancer for a while. It was called GRID, or gay-related immune deficiency, for a while before it was named AIDS. But we saw this manifesting at the gay clinic as early as 1981, and the best we could do was, try to hook these people up with some kind of medical care so that they could get, a deeper assessment and onto medical care if they could get it. But I will never forget that day, because I had not seen anything quite like that. But then after that, I saw it every week.